FIFA President Gianni Infantino is facing the most serious crisis of his decade in charge after a plan to sell off parts of soccer's global governing body to private investors collapsed in spectacular fashion. And UEFA is refusing to let the matter drop, even though Infantino backed down. How it unfolded. The trouble started when reports emerged of a new Infantino scheme called FIFA Forward Enterprise, FFE, a plan first reported by The Times, pushed on a rushed timeline with a September 19th deadline for member associations to back it or face a 75% cut in potential funding. The proposal would have created a commercial subsidiary valued at $20 billion to run events like the World Cup and Club World Cup, potentially raising up to $4.2 billion by selling stakes. With each of FIFA's 211 member associations promised a one-off $20 million payment in early 2027 and a jump in funding from $8 million to $20 million per cycle. CBS News. The backlash was immediate and broad-based. UEFA voted to boycott FIFA competitions, including the World Cup, if the proposal went ahead, and CONCACAF and the Asian Football Confederation also came out against it. The revolt wasn't just external. Infantino's own senior advisor Carlos Cordero, a former Goldman Sachs banker who sat on FIFA's White House World Cup task force, resigned and publicly urged other FIFA staff to speak out, and FIFA's chief operating officer told the Associated Press that staff felt deceived by Infantino's secrecy and that the project needed to be killed, calling it the project of one person. SportCal +3. Facing opposition from essentially every corner of the sport, Infantino scrapped the plan in the early hours of Saturday, just days after first floating it. CBSSports.com. UEFA doesn't let up. Rather than accept the climb down as the end of the story, UEFA used its Saturday statement to go on the offensive. UEFA President Alexander Seferin declared no option should be off the table and said the current FIFA leadership had not only lost UEFA's confidence, but also that of many other members of the football family. The statement also took aim at how the plan was assembled in the first place, arguing the sport couldn't keep operating this way, with secretive, fast-track schemes engineered by unnamed individuals for dubious benefit to the game, and insisting those responsible be identified and held accountable. ESPN +2. UEFA wasn't alone. CONCACAF issued its own statement calling for a comprehensive reckoning with this presidency, criticizing Infantino's governance and leadership, and noting the plan had advanced entirely outside FIFA's normal governance framework without transparency or consultation. Not every federation piled on, though. Qatar's FA publicly backed Infantino, welcoming his decision to withdraw the plan and praising him for prioritizing unity among member associations, even while saying the proposal had merit. CBS News ESPN. Cracks in his support base. Perhaps most striking is that Infantino's re-election, once considered a formality, is no longer guaranteed. SportCal reports that nearly all UEFA member federations had already submitted letters backing Infantino's re-election, and if those had withdrawn, it would effectively amount to a vote of no confidence, with the Football Association of Wales becoming the first UK nation to pull its support, citing failures in governance, leadership, values, and judgment. England FA also backed UEFA's stance, calling for a full and robust review of FIFA's leadership and governance to ensure the sport is run transparently for all 211 member nations. Africa News. What comes next? CBS Sports frames this as a genuine turning point for FIFA's elections, and the coming weeks look set to bring more statements, possible candidate declarations, and pressure on Infantino as national federations decide whether they still back a fourth term for him. I don't have confirmed reporting on formal ethics committee proceedings being opened yet, so I treat that as still speculative rather than settled fact.